go for a year, and then, go for like a weekend or a week and do coaching and get them oriented. And,
Okay, so now we're recording. So what's your so be serious.
I'm so serious.
Okay, get nervous. What's your athletic background regarding lacrosse, and where are you at now, including coaching and playing?
Okay, I started playing lacrosse when I was 10 from Columbia, Maryland, and I just, once I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. And I played throughout high school, not really a big name high school by any means, and just loved it so much that I just always did it, with my free time. So I ended up going and playing in college. Did very well in college, for a small Division III school. After my senior year, I was at the top of my game, so I decided to try out for an indoor professional team. I ended up making that team, and I was always kind of that last man on the roster and would always work my way up. So I did that, and then played for them, and then played. By that point, I was playing, club and then that pro team in the winter. And then I eventually got my spot, got called to play for Finland, the Finnish national team in Prague in the European Championships in 2004. So I played with them, it was great, and then they were planning on being in the very first World Games, which is like the World Cup of Lacrosse in 2006. And between 2004 and 2006, I blew up my knee and then had a bunch of complications, had about 3 surgeries on my knee. Between 2004 and 2006, my last one being 6 weeks before the World Games. Rehabbed that back, got in, played, did very well in the World Games 2006. Then from basically 2004 to 2 years ago, I had 7 different surgeries, 6 on my knees and 1 on my elbow. And it's just been one mess after another. I need to make a change with my training and everything like that. And Will, one of the trainers here, he was one of my former students and lacrosse player, so he said, come check out the gym. I said, okay, I'll come check it out.
So when you came and checked out the gym at Power Training, what did you find?
I originally thought it was just going to be, I heard he was a personal trainer, and I thought I was going to run into every other gym that I had run into with personal training, go lift some weights, take you through a workout, hopefully we'll have you sign up. So I was already prepared to be like, thanks, no thanks, I'm out, So I went in and they said, we're gonna put you through a workout. I go through the workout and immediately it was all therapy-based movements, it was all body weight-based movements, and it was literally right up the alley of what I was looking to do to change my athletic training. And it was perfect. It clicked, and halfway through I was immediately going, where do I sign? How am I going to do this? How much does it cost? Because I'll sell blood to get it, to make it happen. And the reason is because it's my goal to play in the 2014 World Games, which are coming up this July in Denver, and it's going to be the biggest World Games ever. And it's probably my last shot to play lacrosse for Team Finland. So I've had that in the back of my head, and I was really just trying to get myself healthy. And it's for literally the first time in 7 years that I felt like I might not need to wear 2 knee braces when I go play lacrosse. And so it's the best thing that I've come across.
Okay, so for your whole career, you've been wearing knee braces. I mean, since you got injured.
Yeah,
so
since
2004.
Yeah.
So tell me that you've been, you've had, I know you already said some of this, but you've had injuries for numerous years since like 2004. You've been wearing knee braces on and off, and since you've been training at Power Training. Is this correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just it's like you freed yourself of the braces.
Yeah.
Tell me that, because that's pretty significant.
Yeah. It's awesome. Like I've gone and I've done the set workouts that you'll get at most with most personal trainers and what you read about and things like that, and don't get me wrong, like I've gotten strong and I've done them and done well, but I'll peak and then I'll plateau and then nothing, and I won't get that next step up, or I'll start to take steps down, and I'm definitely one of those people that pushes myself probably past where they should, and so I meathead out, and I know I had to make a change, and here it's just been gradual increases. Every workout I feel like I get a little bit stronger. Every workout I come out going, you know what? I am better than I was an hour ago, and I've never felt so sturdy from the waist down. I haven't felt that way since before all my injuries, and I feel like I can go out and run around without any protection down there, which is amazing. So, and I look forward to every workout. Every leg workout, usually I would be like, oh, here we go. These, I'm like, let's do it. What are we doing? Oh, that's gonna suck. Let's do it. Let's jump into it. And it's because I know I get better every single time I'm here.
So when people come in here, specifically you, they give you a training regimen or a workout designed specifically for your sport and
Correct.
for you. Tell me that, and then just kind of tell me how that's made such an effect on you.
You are getting personal training every time you're in here.
Okay,
you
do
know?
that again, but say power training when you're
Okay.
at power training.
Say
Yeah.
at Powertrain, you are getting personal training every time you step in the building. So they are working on your weaknesses. It's not, it's not, they call it group training, but it's not group training where the whole group does the same thing. Each person is doing their own thing, and they will make sure that you are doing the techniques correctly. They'll make sure you're getting the most reps out that you should be getting. They'll make sure you're pushing yourself as hard as you should. And I've not run into that other than having a personal trainer where you get charged, $80, $100 an hour, whatever, where they're just watching you specifically. And even then, it's kind of, in my opinion, cookie cutter workouts for the most part. I mean, obviously there's some really good trainers out there and all that, but this is the first time I've come in and felt like each one is individually designed for me, and every 4 weeks I'm getting a new workout that makes me even better than the last workout. And you can see these improvements in your movements and in just daily lifting or daily movements. It's awesome. I mean, just walking up the stairs, like, whoa, I got a little spring, I got a little zip,
Tell me something about are you 35?
I'm 36.
36. Tell me something about being 36 and like at 36 years old, playing, would you consider professional?
I mean, I will say semi-pro.
Semi-pro,
Yeah.
Being 36 playing semi-pro lacrosse, you should be having aches and pains and maybe not competing at an elite level, whatever. But just to kind of tell me how training here is allowing you, because of your knees and everything, it's allowing you to actually compete and not feel your age kind of thing?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, I've felt actually like I was 50 years old, for a while there, and that was where I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to even play for the Finnish men's team this time around. I was like, I don't even know if I'll be able to do that. So I really started to take an interest in recovery, and my body just doesn't recover as fast as it used to. I'm not 18 or 21 or whatever where I can go do a workout and the next day be like, bing, let's go. So but every workout here is. My joints don't hurt. They've hurt forever. My joints don't hurt at all because it's all proper form. It's not necessarily heavy weight. It's body weight. A lot of the stuff is body weight. You might work out, and I challenge the strongest person that can throw however many hundreds of pounds of weight around in a weight room to come in here and do a workout. I challenge them because they will walk out shaky, but their joints won't hurt and their muscles will be stronger. You will be stronger, and you'll think that, wow, I didn't realize 10 pounds could be so hard.
Awesome.
Terrific. We talked about the focus on injury prevention, training towards that, how you value that, especially given what
Sure. I mean, do you just want me to talk about it? All right, yeah. I realized that, through all my surgeries and stuff, a few of my surgeries were based on that my body in the recovery process builds a lot of scar tissue. And I was pushing it too early. So I was trying to get back and do a stressful activity too quickly before my body was fully recovered. And so I started to really look into recovery as far as making sure my muscles are ready to do the next activity. And obviously it's time, but I was really looking for how do I cut that time down. So obviously, I do ice baths. So a great example is if I don't do an ice bath after I do a leg workout here, I'll be dragging myself around for 2 or 3 days afterwards. If I do an ice bath after my workout here, I'm fresh tomorrow. Obviously I'll feel it. I'll be a little bit, tired, but I won't be dragging myself around. Nutrition. Just trying to get tons of water. Avoiding foods that maybe cause the inflammation process. Things like that. And that, especially for me at my age, is huge. That's allowing me to make gains faster. At a young age, I don't think that really. It obviously helps. Those elite athletes need to do that, but can get away without doing it. And for me now, I need to do it. It's part of the training regimen and what I have to do in order to perform at my best, at the World Games in July. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Very good.
Do you